Hi, 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 hi. If you're new here, what's up? If you're not, what's up? My name is Victoria and welcome to my channel. Happy Thursday. This video should have been up yesterday, but I'm not good at planning. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, just because you should. I do several other things on my I do several lovely things on my channel, like I don't know, sometimes I do my makeup, sometimes I read a Reddit story, sometimes a long time ago, back in the before times, I used to talk about my weight loss. I do not know what happened. And then on Fridays I do ASMR reactions slash other reactions exclusively. If you have something you want me to react to, drop it in the comments down below. But today we are doing a get Reddit with me kind of sorta, where I put my makeup on, I tell a Reddit story. Let's get started. I look rough like Scooby-Doo rough bitch. So we gonna get that. We gonna fix that. I'm gonna do my eyebrows and prep my skin and stuff off camera. So I'll be back. All right. So today, okay. I'm gonna retell an "Am I the a-hole" from earlier that I read to my sister, right? And I'm gonna ask a question that isn't "Am I the a-hole," or ask some questions that aren't "Am I the a-hole" by the end of it. So to begin, she asked like, "Am I the a-hole for uninviting one of her bridesmaids because she asked if she can wear black to her wedding, right?" So the story goes as follows: the girl doesn't have a whole lot of friends, which, I mean, considering I know the story, I kind of see why. She doesn't have a whole lot of friends. She has two friends, and then her sister is her maid of honor, and she invited a third person. This third person is her coworker from her job. She invited her purely because she is her basically like work friend, which girl does not even, anyway. She invited her because she's her work friend. She asked her to be her bridesmaid because, like, hey, you're my work friend. I like you. We're cool people. Okay, cool. So the work friend, unfortunately, and the colors that she wants them to wear are royal blue. The work friend, unfortunately, has somebody in her family pass away, and it is in her culture that for 40 days that she has to wear black and mourn. And so she hit her up, work friend hit a girl up and was like, hey, can I wear black instead? Because, you know, I'm going through the mourning thing and I need to be mourning. In my culture, we need to be mourning during this time. Now, her wedding falls on, you know, a day that she should be mourning, obviously. That's why she asked. And she's like, do you think you could just not mourn that day? And she's like, no, I don't think I could just not mourn that day. And she's like, well, it's royal blue. It's not that dark of a color. Why don't you just not wear black and wear royal blue? Once again, and like insinuating, like, can you just like not mourn that day? Work friend is like, no. She explains, like, listen, no, I can't do that for you, and I won't do that for you. And, you know, because anyway, I could just return the dress and just get it in black and just be the only person wearing black. Now, right there is where I'm like, okay, I could see why she'd be like, I don't want you at my wedding party anymore. It's nothing personal. It's just that I would like everyone to be wearing the same color. From the perspective of a bride, not necessarily like kind, you know, be as understanding as you can, but like I can understand that much, right? But that's not at all what she did. So she was like, no, I think I just want you to not be in my wedding party anymore. All right, cool. Then she goes, I really don't even, the friend says, okay, cool. Well, she was like, do you have to wear black to the wedding then? She's like, yeah, if I come to the wedding, I need to also be wearing black. She immediately was like, well, you in that case do not need to be coming to the wedding, because you don't need to be coming to the wedding if you're going to be wearing black. So she uninvites her from the wedding. Her sisters and her friends are like, wow, that was messed up. And now she's like, oh, am I the a-hole for uninviting her? Now, obviously, anybody that has heard the same stories I told would be like, yes, you're an a-hole. You're an a-hole because you're culturally insensitive. And generally speaking, I don't care if she did it bitchy or not, that was a bitch move. No, I don't want you coming to my wedding. Why? You're going to wear black. So, you never worn a little black dress to a wedding? No, I know, but I don't know if it's black culture or Southern culture, whatever the case may be. You don't wear red to a funeral and you don't wear black to a wedding, or like you don't wear or like a whole bunch of people don't wear black to a wedding, and you don't, and nobody wears red to a funeral. And I know the whole wearing black to a wedding thing is like, oh, like the whole family, like if somebody's whole family wears black to a wedding, it's like you didn't approve of the marriage or whatever. So, okay, I can understand you being like, oh, okay, well, I don't really want it to look like that. But it's one person who isn't related to either of you, right? And then somebody in the comments made the what's the word I'm looking for? The statement of like, you know, men have to wear suits to weddings, like unless depending on the type of wedding you're having. Men will be wearing suits at my wedding, but I'm having an all white wedding, so like you get what I mean. Men need to be wearing suits at weddings. Usually suits are black. 9 times out of 10, suits are black. So do the men just get to not? Do they just not wear suits? I don't know what type of wedding she's having, but like, is your husband not gonna wear a suit? What are the rules? Why are the rules so blurry here? Why can't she wear black, but everybody else in the family has the opportunity where they should, could, or would end up wearing black? Answer that, Cynthia. Generally speaking, she was also just culturally insensitive. Like, it was disrespectful for you to even ask, like, oh, can you just not do it for my wedding? Who the fuck are you? Can you just not do it for my wedding? Why? Why would I, who are you to me that I would just not do what I'm supposed to do for myself culturally, spiritually, whatever the case may be? Why would I do that for you? Who are you that you think you're the exception to something that applies to an entire society of people? Why? And she should have known she was the a-hole when her whole family was like, yeah, no, that was a dick move, Cynthia. Sorry, cuz. And the fact that the girl tried to work with her, can I just be the only person wearing black? Can I just do XYZ? Can I still come to the wedding? My sister was saying earlier, like, oh, maybe she just needs to just not come, right? Like, maybe, like, if she's in her mourning period, she just needs to not come. Literally, that shit to me did not make any sense because, unfortunately, I don't think people understand, like, which I'm sure she was just giving a suggestion, but I mean, like, people don't really understand. Mourning, yes, it takes a whole lot out of you, regardless, you know, no matter what culture you're from, you're hurting. But you being pent up, stuck up, whatever, you being stuck in your house when you could be out trying to celebrate with people and get through whatever you need to get through, that's more helpful to me. I would still be like, girl, come to my wedding if you can, if you want to, if you're interested in that, come to my wedding. I would love to have you at my wedding. I'd love to get you out of the house. I'd love to make you feel better. I'd love for you to be around people if that's something you want to do. And the fact that she uninvited her entirely, bitch, you need your ass beat. She didn't even leave the invitation open. You need your ass beat. Today's eye look / generally speaking, probably my whole face really, is gonna come from Juvia's Place. And this palette. This palette is the Rebel Honey. It's one of the quads. That there is, wow. Okay. But here's the question that I raise. I do believe that what she did was inappropriate. I just, the whole thing, the way she went about it, whether the story she told was true or not, I don't really know. But no matter what, she looks like the a-hole, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, she's the a-hole, right? But my question is, who do you uninvite from weddings? Who are the people that you're like, no, you're not, no. What is an inappropriate reason to uninvite somebody from your wedding? I know recently Trisha Paytas got married, which I don't care what nobody says, you know, about her, the situation at hand. I don't really know all about it, but I do know she recently got married, so God bless her, and I pray she has a good, blessed marriage. All that good stuff. But I know her husband's sister couldn't come to the wedding because Trisha put the wedding on her husband's sister's birthday. Now, I didn't see that as a moment of uninviting somebody. I just saw that as her being petty, and it was kind of like, if you won't come, you gonna come. But I really feel like they uninvited themselves because they already had beef. So, who do you uninvite from weddings? Who is the person that you're like, you was cool, we were cool, but no, you can't, I don't want you at my wedding. There's people that I know for a fact, I'm like, you not even get, I'll send you the slip to send me a gift. But no, I do not want you at my wedding. Her way of uninviting somebody was just disgusting to me because it was like, girl. I know some people will just invite mad people to their wedding for the hell of it. Like, just because. Like, oh yeah, no, sure. I don't even really do Uncle Jerry. My dad's name is Jerry. I don't even do Uncle fucking Todd like that. But I know he's gonna bring me a good gift. So I'm gonna invite him to my wedding. Right? And I'm not even gonna lie and be like, no, I'd never do that. Cause yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. What I'm trying to put it into is allowing the people who our parents like to come to our weddings. Like, if I don't like you, period, like, no, oh, he gives a good, not, I don't do you sometimes. If I don't like you, period, you're not coming to my wedding. There is no uninvitation. You just didn't get an invitation. You didn't get a slip to send me a gift. Bitch, you lucky if you see the Facebook shout out for when I do get married. I know I've talked about a guy whose family was trying to play a prank on his wife, and everybody wore, what did they wear? I think everybody wore white to the wedding, or all the women in the family wore white to the wedding, and he kicked them out one by one, which good on you, bro. I guess that's a reason to get uninvited to a wedding. I guess if you just don't like the groom, in my situation, if you don't like the groom, you don't gotta come to the wedding. It's not even like a me and you thing, but if you don't like my man, why are you coming to my wedding? If you're gonna be one of those people that's like, it's not gonna last, just because you don't like him, like, period, he didn't do anything to you, you just don't like him, then you can't come. You're uninvited. Ooh, if they fight with my mama or my dad, uninvited. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear an excuse. Uninvited. I was gonna add glitter or something just to like, but this shit's nice just by itself. I might just pop up some eyeliner on. Like, this is nice. Generally speaking, I have no more comments, so I'm gonna finish my face off camera, and then I'll come back with closing remarks. 3, 2, 1. And we're done. Would you believe a bitch looks like this for like an hour on a Wednesday? Me either. Anyway, so to end it all, the way that she went about it, in my opinion, was extremely inappropriate. I feel like for her to even think, oh, can there be an exception for me at my wedding? She is your coworker. Let's start there. That's not even really your friend. It's your coworker. You yourself said that she's like a work friend. Like, she's not a pal. You're not hanging out with her. You're not actually going some girl. That's the classmate friend. I'll see you at third period, and I'll see you at third period tomorrow. Like, you're not even like, girl. That's anyway. You said basically she wasn't your friend. Then you asked her to disrespect her own culture for you. And then you uninvited her from your wedding, period, because you didn't want to see anybody wearing black. Like, men don't wear black pants, and you've never had the little black dress. And you don't have the little black dress that you wear to weddings in your closet right now. Okay. Sure. Whatever you say, boo. That's between you and Jesus. But those are my thoughts. People that get uninvited from a wedding, period. Listen, you got beef with somebody in my family, you uninvited. I find out about it, you uninvited. You got beef with my man, you uninvited. I don't want you to hash it out at my wedding, you're just uninvited. You genuinely, not like, oh, I have a thing going on. Nope. You genuinely just don't want to abide by the dress code at all. Like, you tell me flat out, no, I'm not wearing this, no, I'm not wearing that. For whatever reason, other than like you just telling me genuinely, like, okay, I can't, like, girl, I don't have anything white, I can't wear white, so on and so forth, whatever the case may be, fine. There's ways around that. Oh, and if I just don't like you, like, not like, oh, I don't do you sometimes. No, if I just don't like you, if you got an invitation in the mail by accident, scratch that. My bad. Please do not come. I take it back. But that is pretty much it. If you have reasons to uninvite somebody from a wedding, please let me know. What are your reasons for uninviting people from weddings? Or if they're in trouble with the law or something like that. You get what I mean? Like, or they're like known for like doing something. Like, doing something. You know what I mean? You weren't even initially invited. But you know what I mean? Let me know. How did you feel about the story? How do you feel about my face? I feel very fall. It's almost Christmas, but I feel very fall. I feel sexy. This is my face. Check out my Instagram for pictures of my face in this exact spot. All right, I'm about to go film some ASMR for y'all. So I'll see you on Wednesday. And I'll see you next Friday for some Christmas ASMR. Sounds like fun to me. All right, bye.